My fiancée spit in my face during our engagement, shouting, "All my boyfriends are tall and strong. You have nothing except money." She didn't know they were all my employees. I fired every one of them and married her best friend, slipping a $200,000 ring on her finger while my ex watched. She started screaming. My fiancé spit in my face during our engagement party, shouting, "You're pathetic! My exes were real men! You're just a wallet!" The room went completely silent. 50 people froze mid-conversation, mid-laugh, mid-sip of champagne, all eyes turning to us, standing in the center of the ballroom I'd rented, the one that cost $8,000 just for the venue. Her friends stared. My colleagues from work stood awkwardly by the bar. Our families, her parents, my mom, my sister, all watching, witnessing. I wiped my face slowly with my hand, felt the wetness, the humiliation, the disrespect. "Your exes?" "Yeah." Rachel's voice was loud, emboldened by champagne and the audience. "Derek, Jason, Mike, all of them were real men, tall, strong. They could bench press twice what you make in a month." She laughed at her own joke, high-pitched, cruel. "Oh wait, that doesn't even make sense, but you know what? Nothing about you makes sense. Why would any woman choose you?" Some of her friends giggled, uncomfortable laughs. My mom's face went pale. My sister looked ready to intervene. "You're with me for my money," I said. Not a question, a statement. Quiet, calm. "Obviously." She flipped her hair, designer dress shimmering, Tiffany bracelet I'd bought her catching the light. "Why else would I date someone like you? You're short, you're boring, you work all the time. But hey, you're useful. And don't worry, baby." She patted my chest, condescendingly. "Once we're married, I'll keep you around. You're good at providing." Heat rushed to my face, fists clenching, breath shallow, every instinct screaming to react, to yell, to defend myself. Instead, I pulled out my phone. "What are you doing?" Rachel snapped, annoyed I wasn't responding the way she wanted. "Texting Derek." Her face changed, color draining. "What? And Jason?" I kept typing. "And Mike." I looked up at her, met her eyes. "You're real men. Stop that right now." My phone buzzed. Once, twice, 3 times in quick succession. I turned the screen toward the crowd, read the messages out loud, clear, deliberate. Derek says, "Sorry, boss, I understand. I'll clean out my desk Monday morning." Rachel's mouth fell open. "No." Jason says, "I understand, Mr. Peterson. Thank you for all the opportunities you've given me. I apologize for my behavior." Gasps, whispers, people pulling out their own phones, recording probably. And Mike says, "I fucked up. I'll accept whatever severance package you offer." "I'm sorry." "You're lying," Rachel whispered, voice shaking. "You're making this up, am I?" I opened my laptop, the one I'd brought to show the slideshow of our relationship photos, pulled up my company directory instead, turned it around so everyone could see, projected it on the screen behind us where our engagement photos were supposed to play. Derek Martinez, sales associate, hired March 2022, reports to Michael Peterson, CEO, Jason Wu, marketing coordinator, hired July 2021, reports to Michael Peterson, CEO, Mike Thompson, junior analyst, hired January 2023, reports to Michael Peterson, CEO, all 3 of them, right there, in black and white. "You hired them?" Rachel's voice cracked. "You're their boss?" "I own the company, Rachel. I am the company. I hire everyone. I approve every salary, every promotion, every termination." I closed the laptop slowly, including theirs. But they never said anything. They never mentioned. Because I told them not to. First day orientation. I meet with every new hire personally. I tell them I value privacy, that I don't want special treatment, that I want to be treated like anyone else in the office. I paused. "I wanted to see who you really were, what kind of person I was actually marrying. You showed me." Her best friend Emma stood up from a table near the back. I'd always liked Emma. She was quiet, kind, always asked how I was doing, always seemed uncomfortable when Rachel made jokes at my expense. "Rachel, what the hell is wrong with you?" Emma's voice cut through the murmurs. "Stay out of this, Emma," Rachel screamed. "No." Emma walked forward, calm but determined. "I'm done staying out of it. I'm done watching you treat him like garbage. I'm done listening to you brag about your plans." "Shut your mouth. She's been sleeping with all 3 of them," Emma said directly to me, voice steady. "At the same time, for months. She told me last week she was planning to divorce you after 1 year, take half of everything. She called it the payday." The room exploded. Shouts, gasps. Rachel's mother stood up. "Rachel Marie Thompson, it's not true. Emma's lying. She's jealous. She's always been jealous of me." Rachel was panicking now, voice shrill. "I have the texts," Emma said calmly. She held up her phone. "You sent me screenshots, Rachel. Remember, you thought it was funny. You thought I'd think it was funny too." I looked at Emma, really looked at her for the first time. Not as Rachel's friend, not as a background character, as a person. She had warm brown eyes, a genuine expression. She was wearing a simple blue dress, no flashy jewelry, no pretense. "Can I see?" I asked quietly. She walked over, handed me her phone without hesitation. The texts were brutal, worse than I'd imagined. Rachel calling me an ATM. "He's so pathetic, it's actually funny. Just keeps throwing money at me. I could ask for a car and he'd buy it tomorrow." Planning her exit strategy. 1-year marriage, California law, community property. I'll walk away with millions and he'll be too humiliated humiliated to fight it, laughing about how stupid I was. He actually thinks I love him. Can you imagine? Me with him? I deserve so much better. My hands were shaking. I handed the phone back to Emma. I'm sorry, she whispered. I should have told you sooner, months ago, but she's been my best friend since high school. I kept hoping she'd change, that she'd realize what she was doing, but watching this tonight, I couldn't stay silent anymore. It's wrong. All of it. Why didn't you tell me before? Loyalty. Misplaced loyalty. I thought friendship meant covering for your friend's mistakes. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I nodded, turned back to Rachel. She was crying now, mascara running, but I knew they weren't real tears. I'd seen her cry before. This was her manipulation tactic. The engagement's off. No, baby, please, I can explain. Emma's twisting everything. I love you. She grabbed my arm. I pulled free. I just did. I reached for her left hand, grabbed the engagement ring, 3-carat diamond, platinum band, $45,000. She tried to hold on, clenched her fist. You can't take it back. You gave it to me. I yanked harder, pulled it off. She yelped. Actually, I can. We're not married. This is my property. Security appeared at the doors. 2 guys, black suits. I'd texted them during the chaos, told them to stand by. Please escort Ms. Thompson from the premises. This is my party too, she shrieked. No, I paid for it. The venue, the food, the open bar. You're a guest, and you're no longer welcome. They moved toward her, professional, firm. Don't touch me. Don't you dare. She backed away. You'll regret this, Michael. Good luck finding anyone else. You're nothing without me. You're short and boring and goodbye, Rachel. They grabbed her arms, not roughly, but firmly. She fought, screamed, caused a scene. I hope you die alone. I hope. The door closed, muffling her voice. Then silence. The room stayed quiet. 50 people standing there, unsure what to do, what to say. I turned to Emma. She was standing there looking devastated, guilty, sad. Emma, I said, you free Friday night? Her eyes went wide, shocked. What? Dinner? Just the 2 of us? Somewhere nice. I'd like to get to know the person who had the courage to tell me the truth when no one else would. Yes, I'm free. She smiled. Small, genuine. I'd like that. Good. Wear something nice. Not for me, for you. Whatever makes you feel confident. My mom started clapping, then my sister. Then slowly, others joined. My colleagues, some of Rachel's friends who'd looked horrified during her outburst. The room filling with applause, not for the revenge, for the escape. 6 months later, I was back in that same venue, different party, Emma's 30th birthday. I'd flown in her family from Seattle, her college friends from across the country, rented out the entire ballroom, hired a string quartet, open bar, 5-course meal, the works. Emma was radiant, happy, laughing with her sister. She'd changed my life in 6 months, made me remember what genuine affection felt like, what partnership meant, what respect looked like. I was about to give a toast when I saw her, Rachel. Somehow she'd gotten past security, or bribed someone, or snuck in. She was pushing through the crowd, hair bleached lighter, dress too tight, makeup too heavy, desperation in her eyes. I was already moving, pulling the small box from my pocket, getting down on one knee in the center of the room. Emma, I said, loud enough for everyone to hear, ignoring Rachel completely. You're the kindest, most genuine person I've ever met. You make me want to be better. You make me happy. Will you marry me? I opened the box. Platinum ring. 5-carat diamond, emerald cut, perfect clarity, $200,000. I'd spent weeks finding the perfect one. The room gasped. Emma's hands flew to her mouth, tears streaming. Yes, she sobbed. Oh my God, yes, yes. I slipped the ring on her finger. Perfect fit. She pulled me up, kissed me. The room exploded in applause. Rachel screamed, actually screamed, loud, piercing, everyone turning. That should be mine. I was with him first. That's my ring. She was shoving people aside. Michael, that was supposed to be my ring. I stood up, faced her for the first time. Emma beside me, hand in mine. You were never with me, Rachel. You were with my bank account. I pulled Emma closer. She's with me, the actual me. Security was already moving, faster this time. They'd been ready. You're pathetic, Rachel shrieked as they grabbed her arms. She's not even pretty. She's poor. She's nothing compared to me. Emma just smiled, looking at her ring, at me, unbothered. I leaned down, kissed my new fiancé again, longer this time, sweeter, pulled back, looked at Rachel one last time. And infinitely better than you, I said. They dragged her out. She was still screaming, still fighting. The doors closed. The music started again. Emma's family surrounding us, congratulating, hugging, celebrating. I never saw Rachel again, and I never thought about her again either.